What challenge do you have in your life right now, that will require courage to overcome? What's going on in your life? What do you see as you look down the road, just a few steps that will require courage? Listen, all of us have these times where we need to act courageously, and yet if we're not careful, we can feel like we're walking through the valley of the shadow of death. My name is Jeremy Stalnecker, and this is the Mighty Oaks Daily Devotional. And the question is, how do we act courageously when everything in us wants to step back? When we feel overwhelmed by what's happening or what we know will happen if we keep moving forward? What do we do? Where do we find courage? The Bible has a lot to say about this. If we were to go to the 23rd Psalm, this is a very well-known psalm, of course, and I love it. So many people do. But the Bible here in Psalm 23 and verse number 4, the psalmist says this, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death." That is pretty colorful language. It's great because I think we can all picture it. We have all had those moments. Some of us are walking through them right now. Those moments where it feels like we're in a valley, but not just in a valley that has a shadow of it over it, and it is the shadow of death, the valley of the shadow of death. He says, hey, even if I'm walking through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. Well, that's a pretty bold statement. I'm in this valley and it feels overwhelming and it's dark and difficult and I can't see the end from the beginning. And yet, even if I'm there, I will fear no evil. But he goes on and explains why. This is very helpful. For thou art with me. You're with me, God. At the beginning of this, he talks about how the Lord is his shepherd. That's who he's referring to. He says, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. This is a wonderful, wonderful word picture. I've talked about this many times. But I love this because it says it is a valley with a shadow of death. Not death, just the shadow of death. There is this looming thing that feels so scary and so overwhelming. And yet we can walk right through that valley, even though it may have the shadow of death. Why? Because God says he will never leave us or forsake us. He is that good shepherd that guides us even through the difficult times. We can have courage, not because we are courageous, not because we have all of the answers, not because it all makes sense, but because the God of creation walks through even the most difficult of moments with us. Not only does he walk with us, but the psalmist here says, your rod and staff, they comfort me. It's as if he's looking to God and saying, God, I'm in a difficult moment. I'm walking through a very difficult period, through a valley, a dark valley and a difficult valley. But I take comfort. Fear is driven away. Courage is restored because I know that you're there, that you have your rod that provides protection, that you will guide and direct, and that you will not leave me in the midst of this very difficult moment. What a truth. In order to accomplish anything important in life, we need to be courageous. It's a part of life. But we don't need to be courageous because we simply muster it up on our own. We can find courage and move forward with great courage because we're walking with God. What an incredible truth. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to talking to you tomorrow for another Mighty Oaks Daily Devotional. For more information about the Mighty Oaks Foundation and the work that we do for veterans, active duty service members, and first responders, please visit mightyoaksprograms.org.